What's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's extended discussion. I see we're talking about UFOs.
Good morrow, fair gentle ladies and gentlemen. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones lately.
Is this your second watch through?
It's probably my third, fourth.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but I did watch House of the Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really big into Game of Thrones.
I haven't watched it, so.
Thus thou.
Although I did watch a YouTube video that was the 10 best deaths from Game of Thrones.
Was one of them Oberlin?
It
the
wasn't-
guy with the head.
I was waiting for it. It wasn't there.
What? Okay.
It was like a couple when things collapse. It was like a sparring fight.
a sparring fight.
Yeah, and it was other things. I don't know. It's like the only episode I've ever seen of Breaking Bad was the very last episode.
Oh yeah.
With Parker.
Mm-hmm.
How can you even see a UFO in Vegas?
With all the lights.
That's what I'm saying. You can't even see stars.
I've never been there.
I've been there.
Oh, I was
and
there when I was a baby.
I was there with producer Ben, and you can see very many stars. You could see. I remember I was there.
You can see the outline.
I was there, and I don't know the area, so it was just like I'm in the city. It is what it is. And I woke up in my hotel room, which was higher up, and I looked, and I just saw these mountains surrounding it,
That's cool.
which I didn't know were there. Oh, that was crazy.
My family lives there.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Strip
My
club?
aunt. Yeah, in a strip club. Yep, you got it. You nailed
I knew it.
On one.
Save a lot of money on clothes.
I guess.
What would you buy them for Christmas?
Tassels.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sorry for not being on last week.
Yeah.
It was
Just Christmas was a lot.
little episode known as the Wendigo.
Wendigo. Which you can spell it several ways, but we went the more traditional route.
Wendigo.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about that first?
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about the Wendigo.
Oh.
A little bit about the Wendigo.
Oh,
When
snap.
it go?
Certified Dark Part.
Vegas?
I don't think so.
I'm not there yet. I can't.
Sorry.
I cannot see the comment that you're referring
They said
to.
I'm really excited because next
Oh, here we
month. Okay, you go ahead. You read it.
I'm really excited because next month I'm going camping to the Certified Dark Park. I know what the Certified Dark Park, and I have to hike like 3 miles to get to it. That is so amazing. I'm actually planning a trip later next year
No, I'm not going.
to go to New Mexico because I've been to Pennsylvania's Dark Park, but it was a cloudy trip. And I've been to Observatory Park in Ohio, which is the closest we get to a dark park. There's actually a place called Family Fry Park, which is a silver dark park. Like, it's good, but it's not the same. But I'm excited. This spring I'm planning on going out west because I definitely want to.
I don't know, bro.
I'll be honest. New Mexico's not a state where I'm like New Mexico, but I know that they got
It seems too dark to me.
Do you know what else is over there? There's the Navajo area.
Oh my god.
So.
Speaking of Navajo, this is not Navajo, but the
Wait, hold on.
Algonquins
My phone has an astrophotography
mode.
I don't know how to say. There's too many. Well, that's like I got. I have the iPhone 13 Pro, which was able to get the Milky Way, which is crazy. The UFO watchtower. I think. Oh, dude. New Mexico has a UFO spaceship walk where you walk like you're in a spaceship,
Okay.
and it has the Roswell Museum for the UFO.
Does.
I'm hoping I can make it in there. It depends on where the dark park is.
I hope so. I'm going on a cruise.
You're going. Well, you know what? You'll see probably a lot of stars too.
I don't know. I'm more interested.
There's not that much exterior light in the ocean.
I'm more interested in the coffee on the deck.
What?
That's been my goal for this whole thing.
I just
coffee
want
on the deck.
I want everyone to shut up. I'm gonna sit on my deck with my coffee, look at the waves. You realize it looks like a screensaver. 10 minutes later, nothing changes, and you're like, "Oh shit! I got 5 more days of this." Just kidding.
No,
Go
ahead.
You go ahead.
We're going to the Bahamas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds hot.
I'm so excited.
Charlie's just gonna be naked the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep those
Oh.
tassels.
Yeah. One time we were recording up here, and I got so warm I took my shirt off.
Ben will always remember this moment.
Yeah, apparently I scarred him or whatever.
Well, it was back to back. It was the one day you took your shirt off, and the next day you like sucked your arms in your shirt.
That was cool.
Like turtle mode. But anyway, so I could talk about stars and the dark parks for days. But Charlie, lead us off with a little bit of Wendigo chatter.
The Algonquin people believe in the Wendigo, which is a cannibalistic spirit that infests people. That first story, Swift Runner. He killed his family because of the hunger.
The munchies.
I find that story very credible to the Wendigo legend. It didn't change him physically, but I feel like it did emotionally.
Oh, this sounds like the coolest thing ever. I've gone on a cruise, and at midnight, the sea captain turned off the lights so we could see the stars.
Yes.
I would literally, I would give him a tip. I would find that captain. I would shake his hand and give him like $15.
$15.
I don't know. All I did was hit a switch. My son does that.
Not a lot.
You know, but like either I would write him a letter maybe. I would let him know how much that meant to me.
I'm really excited. I'm gonna take pictures. I'm gonna post them and stuff.
Every year, I swear to God, my dad comes up with a gift that is so on point and so something I didn't ask for. And so he hands me this present. It's not big. It's like this big.
Yeah.
Little package. And he's confident. He hands it to me. He's like, "You have no idea what this is." And he had this smile, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I asked him if it's an action figure, because for years he's been getting me an action figure. I gave you one last time. I did not get one this year, and I'm okay with that. But I opened it up, and it was 4 little flashlights, but they're unique because when you're looking at stars and stargazing, you have to use the red lights instead of the light ones, because it's like it's lighting in front of you without causing any light pollution.
Okay.
So he got me 4 little red light flashlights because he knew how much.
I thought he was gonna get you like the black light ones so you could see scorpions
Oh.
when you're in the desert.
No, this had nothing to do with New Mexico. This was just because we're going to Hocking Hills next year too, and they booked it specifically around the new moon. So I have 2 opportunities plus the ocean again. I have 3 opportunities to see some stars next year.
Quick question: do they become a Wendigo because they eat a human, or because they eat humans because they are Wendigos? They become a Wendigo because they eat humans.
Is there influence though? Like, can they be influenced by their Wendigo, or is it
yes?
just like...
It's like an influence into it, and then once it happens, it happens.
It's like when in the cartoons there's a pie, and then the smoke from the pie comes up, and it seduces you.
Yes.
It's like that, but instead of a pie, it's your buddy's thigh.
Yeah.
Or forearm.
Or thighs.
Or
whatever.
Thighs. I don't like thighs. I mean, I don't eat meat, but I do not like thighs.
I like thighs. But yeah, that's how that happens, I think. That's why I interpreted it. It's like an influence, and then it moves on to like a type of possession.
I can't believe that the game Until Dawn is 7 years old.
Because I was wondering if it could be just for people. I think that's... I don't know, I think that's different. So, like, Dahmer wasn't Wendigo, right? But he was just a guy.
It's probably like...
He was also very sick.
If certain, like, think about, like, something that might cause a parasite. Like, just because you do the same behavior...
Yeah.
It's, like, situational, is my guess.
It's, like, not all cannibals are Wendigos, but all Wendigos are cannibals.
Like, not all rectangles are squares.
Yeah.
But occasionally, you'll find a square that wants to eat you. I think it's, like, conditions and situation. Like, if you're in an area where there's Wendigo, like, maybe it's... I don't know. But that's a good point, because then I, like, if I ate someone today, am I in danger of becoming Wendigo, or do I have to be in the area, you know, like, do they have to be around? Do you have to be influenced by one? Is it like you have to be chosen? I don't know.
Not it.
On eating?
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat you.
Okay, cool. No, I wouldn't do Dahmer merch. What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, someone posted a quote from one of our episodes recently. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw you commented on it, but by the time I got to it, the quote had vanished.
Oh,
what
no.
was it?
It was from the hands resistant.
Yeah, I know. What was the quote?
I'm trying to remember. About the paintbrushes.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly.
Okay. I had no chance to see it.
I should have screenshot it. But I didn't. It's fine. It was a great quote.
So it's about paintbrushes?
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Like if you're gonna kill someone with a paintbrush, make sure you're gonna paint with it. I don't know, something like that.
Oh. Well, maybe we'll do a director's cut soon, and maybe Enhanced Resistance will be on. I haven't listened to it since that came out.
I have not either. I'm fairly certain it was your quote, not my quote. It's something you would say, I think.
It's something you would say. Oh, well then, let us know what the quote was about the paintbrushes. Yeah, Think back.
Come on.
Write it in there. But what else about our...
Oh, I'm also proud of you, Aaron, because he doesn't listen to a lot of our podcasts because we scare him.
Just the one about pictures.
Oh.
I showed my mom your podcast, Doppelgangers, when she was in town for Christmas. She loved it and said she was going to start listening.
Hey.
Awesome.
That is the kind of word of mouth we were talking about on the last episode.
See, that's what's interesting to me is like, and not just us, any podcast. Like if, I was listening to a podcast and I wanted someone else to listen to it and they're like, what episode should I listen to? I think it's very interesting which episode you choose. It probably says something about you. If you're going to paint with blood, have the canvas ready when you're about to murder the person.
Is that the quote?
I don't know.
That's a good quote.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty top tier.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Oh, man. We didn't even get to the subject yet. We're supposed to keep this brief.
Oh, yeah. So, any final thoughts on the Wendigo? I know.
I love Wendigo.
Maybe we'll do another. I am wearing a Christmas. I'm wearing Christmas.
Well, yeah. Shame.
But I think not word for word. Well, no. Your word for word was probably better than what I said.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find time to do another. Y'all were just waiting for me to show. Maybe we can find another opportunity to talk about Wendigo. Well, we'll probably do.
It's gonna be another encounter.
There'll be an encounter episode where we'll get a dedicated, extended discussion all about Wendigo. In sometime in the next 9 months.
Oh, that's cute as shit.
What? Are the listener submissions?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I
don't have any
I like
sons.
the listener submissions. There's just a unique personal touch to those ones.
Yeah.
That like the big Barney and Betty's and the Mothmans don't have. We were finishing listening to today's episode.
That's fair.
I haven't listened to today's episode.
I haven't listened to it since yesterday.
Hopefully it was good. But let's move on to Creature Feature Volume 2.
Volume 2.
I loved the response that the first one got. I loved doing it because it's interesting. If you'd have told me before we started Believing the Bizarre, I don't think Creatures and Cryptids... He's not on here. My buddy Tyler loves creature movies. Like if it's a monster movie, he's in. I've never been the biggest monster movie fan.
I haven't either.
I used to really like hauntings.
Yeah.
And I've kind of backed away from that now, like the psychological type thing. So when it comes to watching horror movies, I'm not the biggest monster creature feature fan. But when it comes to real encounters and stories, even more than... we don't really get a ton of all-at-once aliens. Most of them are hauntings, to be honest.
Yeah. I probably like hauntings the best movie-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's
if
some...
I'm going to watch a horror movie.
There's some really good ones. But I would say like 80% of our submissions are hauntings.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy doing the creature feature, and I really like every time we have an encounter or an episode that's cryptid based. Like I realize I love cryptids, so we got a good response from the first creature feature. I thought, what better way to end 2022 than the second creature feature?
Bro, alien, ready?
Oh, you have a name?
Yes. Extraterrestrial Encounters.
Extraterrestrial Encounters. Yes, you got the EE.
Yeah, I had to think about that. I mean, maybe we'll see. Still keep thinking about that. But.
Put like quotes or extra. These stories extra.
Extraterrestrial. Yeah.
Extraterrestrial.
Terrestrials.
Extraterrestrial. What starts with an R?
For aliens or for
anything?
Radius.
No, like I mean in the horror world.
I don't know.
Encounters of the BTV kind.
Oh my.
That's funny. No, I was okay. Rando nodding. That's not it. We would never do that.
No.
But like rando nodding rendezvous.
That's pretty
I was trying
good.
to find a way to get the rendezvous in there.
That could be good.
And like alien rendezvous, wraith rendezvous.
That's a W.
It's a W, but it has the R. Wraith rendezvous.
Yeah.
If we get enough Wraith episodes,
yeah, we'll only have the one
Wraith rendezvous. We couldn't even get him on for an interview. He's like, you're getting my story and that's it.
Yeah,
no more of my time.
Him and his dog.
But we got 5 stories, 2 of which are humanoid sightings.
Yeah.
3 are in Arizona, and they lean towards the skinwalkers.
Okay, so I thought about it more after we did the episode. I like the idea that the first thing was a water spirit. It's kind of fayish, kind of spirity. I don't know if anyone's with me, but I think it could have been a water spirit. It follows his family, right, that lives there for a long time.
Yeah.
And watches this kid walk back and forth by the water. There's no menacing there. It's just observing.
The soggy spirit. No, see, this is why I'm glad we're doing the extended discussion, because like when Charlie really gets into it, you see this. This is Charlie right here. It's like a jet ski. It's like here's Charlie and here's a water spirit on a jet ski, and they're hitting waves, and that's when you know he's feeling the topic. I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that Charlie's still focused on water spirits since the Nessie episode.
I really like that idea that water spirits are more prevalent. I don't know.
I think given the right context, you can get me on board. This feels like a land creature that is walking on all fours and is likely a bear.
I feel like if Jinn are fire, there could easily be water spirits, and there could easily be earth spirits, and there could easily be wind spirits. I feel like they could easily. I'm pounding on the table now. It could easily be those elemental spirits.
Yeah, I just think that this was something on the ground that wasn't a spirit.
It just really bothers me that it turns into this person shape, or it's a bear. I don't know, man. I saw a documentary over the weekend. It could have been a bear.
Yeah, their shoulders are pretty. They have a little swag, but their shoulders are pretty steady, and they do stand up. Now the shoulders, he had a good point there, but
I think I didn't actually.
What?
I think they do come down more.
Oh, it was a bear then. All right. First one, bear. Second one, it was from a distance. It was a shadow. I think if it's anything, I'm going 80% normal, 20% supernatural, and if it is, I think it'd have to be in the Bigfoot world.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I believe 8. I think I'd go 50-50.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't know because there's no other descriptors besides person shaped. Like if they said like fur, like you said, or like clothing.
Yeah.
Or, some kind of feature like that.
That's why I lean, just because I believe that these things could exist, I still think it's very rare instances. So unless there's a detail or context that gives it the benefit of the doubt, I'm naturally going to think, it's just your eyes. We're not reliable creatures.
No, we're not.
They could have watched somebody trip and fall to their death, and they're just like, oh, it's scary, let's go. And this person's like, help, boom, 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 falling down.
Help, please.
All right, so let's move on to the final 3.
These are big. These are the most interesting ones. Not that the other ones weren't interesting. Just I think they were rational explanations.
I would say out of the final 3, my favorite 2. I'm not trying to put the one on blast. Out of all 5 of them, my favorite 2 would definitely be the guy driving, where the thing, if this isn't a skinwalker and this dude wasn't on some type of hallucinogen,
I
recreational.
Wish he was here right now.
Who knows where he is, even if he was physically here, mentally. But it was everything. It was if someone hands you a checklist, like cleaning, right?
Yeah.
If they're like, all right, before you go home, you gotta put away the dishes.
Make sure he knocks on your window.
You gotta mop. You gotta mop the floor, sweep the floors. Not in that order. He was like, all right, skinwalker runs. Skin doesn't look like it matches. Is really, really fast. It just hit everything.
Red eyes.
He rolled down the window. He's like, oh, it smells terrible. No, we're making fun, but it was the perfect. It's when people.
Go ahead.
When people make those jokes or those comments where I had this AI bot watch 1,000 hours of Hallmark, and here's a script it came up with.
Yeah.
It's I had the AI read 1,000 Skinwalker stories, and it made this perfect one. It was so good. And then my other favorite story that we talked about was the canyon one with his family getting lost. It's the this episode's graphic is inspired by this story. Did you see the graphic?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
With the
cabin.
It looked pretty good, right?
It did look good.
I had to add the open. The open thing is a icon that I had to put in there.
Okay.
Because they said it had an open sign.
It did.
So I had to put that in there. Thank you, Canva. But they go up to this bar, and the dad goes in to get some drinks, even though they're lost and driving. and they see blood on the handle inside. He's calling around, doesn't see anyone, comes out, he's spooked, and then they hear these screaming inhuman echoes throughout the canyons around them. Like, oh, what?
It was scary. I really did think that they were going to, like, give a sacrifice to the spirits so they could be unlost. That's why I thought the story was going to go.
He's like, I'm going to get some beer. All right, hey, you know that bunny you like that's your pet that you travel with us? Can you hand me that real quick? Here's how I know something really messed up happened. We've had creepy encounters. We've had scary experiences.
Yeah.
And we've never shied away from talking about them after the fact. Even me and Ethan, in like my experience, like I had no problem talking about it later. Like it freaks us out, but we still talk about it. The dad doesn't even want to talk about this experience.
Yeah.
What if he saw something that he's refusing to tell his family?
Right. Like he saw actually something else inside.
Yeah.
There.
Like he just he was scared. And they knew he was scared, and he had to give him some answer. So what if he told them blood just because it was easy? If you see blood, you get freaked out.
Yeah.
What if he didn't see blood? What if he actually saw something?
Oh.
I don't know what his demeanor was coming out.
That's a really good point.
If he saw something, he might have ran out. Where it seemed more like he was like a hurried, concerned pace.
Yeah.
So maybe he didn't see something like that.
Or maybe he heard something in the back.
I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
Like... It's all from the perspective of the storyteller.
I do like the idea, though, that this store is like a honey trap.
Yeah. Because I imagine it being low.
Yeah.
And then the bar, and then all these mountains surrounding it where all these creatures could be on the mountains looking down at this bar.
Yeah.
Just waiting for someone to come in. They're like, the final task to make this plan perfect, to switch that on open sign.
Yeah.
Like, they will come for the alcohols.
Not in the story, but we said they should have called the police.
I don't know. They might have called 911 in the story.
I don't know if they said it, or I don't know if you said it.
Isn't it a bit suspicious how accurate it is? I'm always suspicious when things are overly accurate. I think it's just because it was such a good story.
It felt like.
I mean, that's a very good point, and it normally is a red flag.
Red flag, yeah. It just felt so. This is gonna sound biased. It felt earnest. It felt earnest to me, because of what I don't know.
I think when we try and dissect a story, it's normally about what they're saying, not whether or not they're lying, and for that to be so perfect that it's fake. It would have to be a lie. Like, you can't mistake, like, driving 80 miles per hour and having a creature or an animal run beside you looking at you. It's either it happened and it was something paranormal, or he's lying and he submitted a lie to us for the entertainment.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, I don't know about you. If somebody had a gun to our head and it was like, be more critical, do you think these are real? It might be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But there's no...
To me, the reason why that one felt not as fake to me, this is just me, the ending didn't really end. Like, it wasn't like a
storybook ending?
Yeah, it wasn't a beginning, middle, end. I feel like if it would have been a lie, people have that natural tendency to do a beginning, middle, end part of the story. Now, the Skinwalker, right, it did go away from him, but we don't know what happened after.
But I just mean in general, like when someone sends us a story, like
I was just talking about that specific.
Yeah, no, and that's a good point. That is something people typically do to make it like a story rather than an encounter. But I mean, if we started considering that people are lying in their submissions to us, I think it would ruin the fun, and that's what this is more about. Like, it's less about getting it right than it is trying to be critical and having a good time.
Yeah.
But those are the only two options, like, unless they're, like, drugs or whatever. But it's either, like, he witnessed something that perfectly fits Skinwalker, or he lied to us, you know? Like, that's... And if this was, like, the law, or this was a trial...
The law.
It's different, but it's a podcast. So, we always try to give people the benefit of the doubt that they're not just completely fabricating a story. And fabrication is different than misremembering. Like, if you know, it was shadowy, it was dark, it looked like this, but I could be wrong. That's so different than, like, I'm driving 80 miles per hour and there's someone running by my window.
Yeah.
And it's not Reddit. Like, this person sent it to us.
Yeah, like maybe he didn't drive 80. Maybe it was like 75. But whatever.
But even so, like, what else could be running alongside it?
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a world where people send us fake stories, is what I'm trying to say. So, assuming it's true, but, I mean, you're right. It is a red flag. And I'm way more critical about something being fake that we find online or is a historical encounter versus somebody sending it to us. Just being honest with that. But such a good story. Yeah. What are your thoughts? We kind of talked about every single one besides this one. What's your thought on the other one where, like, they hit the javelina and the whispers?
I feel bad for the javelina. For the little thing.
But what about, like, the rest of the story?
The Ouija board was a Reddit? What? The whole story I thought was... I think I said in the episode, it was a slow burn. It started slower. And then it got really intense toward the end. I think that it's really creepy how, like, the coyote was described. And only when I was editing back did I hear the part about the coyote's face being, like, blurred out when she threw the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then, to me, it did feel it was spooky. I just don't know why it came there. Like, why did it come there? Like, we had a theory that maybe it's because she did hit the little pig.
Well, that one was like, it's one of those games where, like, you start the game and it's like, do you want the tutorial? And you're like, nope, I'm just gonna play this game. It's like, okay, hopefully you can understand context clues. Like, she was, like, putting little things in there. Like, they say if you kill an animal and don't eat it, you could be condemned. But anyway, let me talk about this story.
Yeah.
But then this story ends where we hit a javelina. And I'm not going to directly connect those two comments I made. But, you know, maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
So it's on us to kind of...
And also, she hit something.
Yeah.
But we don't know what.
Right. So that's two things.
I'll tell you this right now. Everyone, even if she's listening, I don't believe she was going 80 miles an hour on a scooter.
Oh.
I think she would have exploded on impact.
Yeah. I don't know many scooters that can go 80 miles per hour.
No, I don't think she's going 80. I believe she meant 20.
It felt like she was going 80 miles per hour.
Perhaps. That maybe perhaps. Yeah, she would be dead. She would have exploded into the atmosphere.
But she kept her head up. I've been hit by a car that on my bicycle, and the car was going 50, but then it broke. So I'm gonna say 35. I blacked out, so I don't know. He didn't eat me either, so he might be haunted by something.
Oh man,
she hit her Flintstone.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's the thing. So that feels like dramatization more than like lying.
Exactly what we talked about just now. We talked about what did you say? Not figmentation. What did you say?
Fabrication.
Yeah, that was not a fabrication. It was a misremembering or exaggeration.
So what if what she experienced in her house, like the knocking, the voice calling out, what if that has nothing to do with what she saw outside? Like, could those be two completely different things?
I think no, she was in America. She wouldn't say 80
kilometers.
She wouldn't have said that.
I don't know.
She's American.
So we're all about feet here.
That's right. I think they absolutely could have been. They're tag team skinwalkers.
All right, tag me in.
All right, I'll see you in Colorado. But no, like, I feel like they could have been connected. They also could have not been connected. I think if they weren't connected, the second thing wasn't a skinwalker.
I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that was 50 miles per hour, because I'm from America, so I did not know how fast 80 kilometer was. So, good looking out. But okay, people in the chat, what was your out of the five creature feature stories this week? What stories did you like the most? Which ones stood out the most to you? There's always a story or two that, like, for better or worse, you forget about, and you know, there's always some that stick with you a couple days after you hear it. I'm from America too. Thanks, Siri. Well, we can't do Siri right now.
I'm using my phone right now for this.
I'm more of an Alexa guy anyway.
My Alexa's at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Are you the Corey from the last story? He's like, yeah, you guys butchered it. Just kidding.
Corey. Which one was Corey?
Corey was the last one.
Oh,
driving 80
God.
miles
I
per hour.
don't think so.
See, that's why he knows how fast 80 miles per hour is.
That's right.
See, I've been there. Not on a scooter, though. I don't know a single scooter. It was
Probably
80.
not.
It was modded out. The fast and the scooterous.
I feel like you would know. Have you seen a Skinwalker, Corey? Have you seen one?
Probably not. It was Cody.
It was Cody. Oh, it's Cody.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it said Cody.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Maybe in a different universe.
So any final comments, any thoughts? Anyone want to tell us what they got for Christmas? Did you get anything exciting for Christmas?
A bidet.
My entire family was like, that's not something you text someone. Charlie, I'm going to read it. I don't care. This is a text that I got on Christmas.
You told your family and you read it out to your family?
Yeah. you just shouted it out on here. So,
I love your family.
Charlie sends me a text. And
yeah.
this is randomly, like, I'm with my family, we're opening presents. And he says, bro, oh my God, I just installed my bidet. Haha, I love it.
It was a pain to install.
I said Pixar didn't happen. No, that's all. I'm very happy for you and your butt.
Yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah.
I got hiking boots.
Yeah.
Got those red lights.
Oh,
I got a new secondary monitor, so we can have a monitor up here now
cool.
and in my home office.
I have I got a food immersion blender.
Oh.
It's like a handheld blender.
Yeah.
I got one of those.
You have to
I'm gonna make a soup.
shake it. Is it like a shake
You
weight /
go in
blender?
Kind of like this. You like kind of stab the food.
What do you? Okay, it's just a knife. I got a handheld blender that like the blender becomes the cup.
Ew. I despise mayonnaise.
No, Charlie doesn't do mayo. He doesn't do ranch. Do you like barbecue sauce?
I do like barbecue sauce.
Is that the only sauce?
I like ketchup.
I ketchup.
No.
Okay. Charlie's not a sauce man,
No.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Spoilers. We were supposed to do presents today, but I forgot mine.
I have a benefit of the doubt that this is my house, so Charlie's present is under the tree, which is right there.
I like blue cheese. Yeah.
You could still open your gift if you want.
No.
You want
no,
to
I
be
don't-
okay.
Yeah. No.
That's fair. I didn't like mayonnaise until recently.
Really?
And now I do like mayonnaise.
I thought you didn't like it.
No, I didn't.
You
Like
until
sour
recently.
cream. I didn't like sour cream until
I'm
recently.
not a big fan of sour cream either.
I know you're not. Sometimes
Open it.
when you have Taco Bell and you just have a burrito and you take that first bite, it could just be all sour cream.
Ugh.
And that's not
No. Well, should I open it, Tyler? What do you think? Do you want me to open it? Or do you want to wait?
good. Don't ruin what's the surprise? Is it by don't ruin the surprise? Are you talking about the Taco Bell
Corey is
burrito?
under the tree, bro.
Are you talking about the? I feel like it should probably be an even exchange.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. We'll just wait.
Yes, we will wait. But with that said, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed 2022. There was some good. There was some bad. Yeah, Corey's just not ready yet. He's still
brewing.
He's still preparing. He's brewing. Hope you had a good 2022. We're excited to see you in 2023 with more alien stories.
Yeah.
It's just all aliens next year. Every single episode.
I will go through all of them.
Every single one. We're gonna start making some up.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be great.
And Claftar said, "Let's go down to Earth."
We're gonna imagine all those alien UFO airline encounters.
Yeah.
And taking all of those and trying to make them each individual episodes.
I don't know if you could do that.
It was 1924.
Oh, wow.
It was 7:00 at night.
Yeah.
The airline pilot just had popcorn. It was Redenbacher.
He was awfully tired.
He was very sleepy.
He was drunk.
Let me tell you his backstory for 40 minutes.
He was born in Massachusetts.
But anyway, thank you everybody for chilling with us on this Tuesday. I hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate. When's Hanukkah? Is it the same? Is it?
It ended recently.
Yep.
I think it ended yesterday.
Perfect. All right. Well, everybody have a great week. We will talk soon. And, have a great night.
Bye.